Yes.
A comment which leads to a question. I think you answered it. My experience as I become more and more comfortable in the self, in the big self, is that instead of experiencing thoughts on the more surface level, I experience them just as they're sprouting. And so, it's just like consciousness is informing me of something, and it's just like a little squirt, but there's a lot contained in it. You know, it's like a zip drive file. And I'm wondering, as that naturally progresses and on established 24 hours a day, are there fewer and fewer thoughts that guide you? Now, how does consciousness inform one more and more? Are there fewer thoughts or even no thoughts, you know, that the decisions are somehow automatically, intuitively made? Does that make sense?
I'd rather use the word surrender to be inclusive of both thinking and non-thinking, rather than to try to qualify that description you were giving of subtlety and associate it with the lack of thought. I would like to open this up just a little bit and suggest that thinking and action might occur spontaneously and continuously, even within that very subtle process that's going on. It would not be fair for me to tell you what to expect, because you're going to have to live through it yourself. So I want to keep that part of your process inviolable and sacred. I don't even want to go in and touch it. You're going to learn about it and you're going to come back and tell me. Because you're doing this now. You've confessed that this is what's happening with you. I'm going to take your word at face value. I have no reason to disbelieve you. So I want to give you just encouragement and confidence that it appears to me that your process is unfolding based on your description. You don't want any authority tinkering in there once it becomes that clear to you. You don't want me tinkering, and you don't want the guru down the street tinkering. You're very rapidly becoming your own teacher, which is the self, which is yourself as it is showing itself to you, and what the style of functioning that goes on when that self is realized, because it is different than ignorant functioning. And it may involve periods of great graceful ease of silence and non-being, no self, emptiness, and being drawn ever more subtly and beautifully into that envelope of bliss.
Just turned it around back to me.
We're just sitting in a single reality. There's no you, no me. It's just this beautiful Shakti. I don't know what other word to call it. It's the churning that goes on inside the self, which is full of bliss. It's like a hot spring in Northern California bubbling up where you go and sit. It's sitting in that kind of beautiful comfort and ease, a beauty that is just felt and known, a kind of God intoxication.